What's up, Planeswalkers? Another day, another deck, and today we are playing the Stark Artifacts. That's right, so you may know it as Fizik. I know it as Iron Spider Stark Upgrade. Basically, we're going to go ahead and use this in a ton of Artifact Affinity in Standard, along with Merata, Neuron Hacker, and then Giantcraft Helm. And you see, I added Mendicant core here, and we're basically going to just play Blue-White Affinity and see how we can do in Standard. And maybe this deck might be a little bit viable. Let's get right on into it and see how we do. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are on our way to 1,700 subscribers still. This isn't a bad hand. I think we gotta keep for Scene of the Crime here. It enters tapped. Well, actually, nah. I'm good with the white source. We're gonna risk it a little bit. Ooh, okay, yeah. Maybe we shouldn't have risked it. I was gonna say, when we normally have that mana, we don't hit anything too bad, but oh, starting town helps. So yeah, I think we can just go ahead and go into Merata here, and then we can go into the Mendicant core, or yeah, we'll go with core. Get a little bit of speed under our belts. And opponent's gonna Momentum Breaker. I think we keep the core. Yeah, I think we gotta sack the other because we can always play the Siren and go from there. Alright, Island, perfect. We're kinda on track here. That's a good thing. Now we can go ahead and swing in. Get our speed up and going a little bit more. Really, the core's ability once you're at max speed is pretty decent. Abyssal Harvester. That is good for opponents. I think we can play both of these. We may want to just go ahead and do Voyage Home first. Gain some life, draw some cards. Ooh, I really like Memory Guardian. Yeah, let's throw that down. And then I'm willing to swing because opponent's probably not going to block with their Harvester. Yep, they don't want to trade. I was down to trade there because I know they've probably got a lot of kill spells, and the last thing I want is for them to go ahead and use my deck against me. Alright, well, they've got the Unstoppable Slasher, so let's go ahead and Voyage Home again, draw 3 cards. We've got Emissary Escort. I think we just rush out quite a bit here. We can even go ahead and throw down the Lavaspur Boots, and then we can go ahead and attach that to the Escort and swing out and make the opponent block here. Okay, so we are going to lose our Mendicant core, but opponent's probably going to bring that back under their control. Yep, there it is. And what is opponent going to do here? Nothing. They've seen enough. Well, good game, opponent, and on to the next one. AK Scrub, oh no. Something's telling me they're not a scrub. Oh, we got 2 cores. I think this is decent for us. Well, maybe, I think we gotta keep it, just in case. Multiversal Passage, coming down, enters tapped, and we got an island. That card is so good, by the way. Y'all probably hear Umbreon meowing away. She wants all the attention. I kind of think we go for the Oaken Siren here, just so next turn we can go ahead and Mendicant core into the Emissary Escort and set ourselves up for a Valkyrie aerial unit. Unless opponent shocks it. They might. Yep, okay, Burst Lightning. Same difference there. Opponent's probably seen a couple of artifacts today. Oh, okay, we're facing Flame. The Dream Flame. I think we got to go with the core here and just hope for the best. Yep, they're playing the CGB special. Grixis Mayhem. It's a good deck. Don't get me wrong. I want to try out some different decks. I know that that deck was one of the first decks everybody wanted to, you know, go and play, you know. All right. What is opponent going to get here? Do they have a Mako? Ooh, okay. Scourging Skyray. I don't know if this one's going to go too well for us. We're going to put up a fight, but will we win? I don't think so. Gobin, Green Goblin, Norman, whatever. Gobin is good. You can't block it, and unfortunately, this deck doesn't really have a lot of ways to shut down opponents' creatures, so we're kind of at their mercy for a bit, but that's fine. I think this is the longest connive I've ever seen. There we go. And they pitched the Mako? Interesting. So opponent must be pretty confident. They must have another Mako or something. I would prefer the Mako over the Skyray. That's just me. Okay, Shoreline Looter for opponents. Man, we don't have enough to play out another artifact, so I think we just gotta swing. Hope, yeah, I would say hope that opponent doesn't block and assumes we have a combat trick or something. And let's see what opponent can do for us next. Another monument. Okay. I think at this point we're kind of fighting for second. We're just trying to hang in there. They're going to get to go ahead and connive again. I don't know if I would want to play this deck in paper. I was thinking about running a mono blue counter deck for my store championship just because I like the Hydra Man deck so much. Then I was like, okay, do I keep, you know, Gobin or Norman Osborne in there? Because it is just a good 2-drop in general too. Even if you never flip, it's amazing. You know, can't be blocked, connive when it deals damage, it's a threat, you know, and you're always turning it sideways. Okay, Kiora. Well, opponents got it all. They got it all here. If y'all are still watching, let me know what type of decks you want to see from the new set. And are you excited about the new stuff coming to Magic? We've got so much announced. Star Trek. When is Star Wars going to happen? You know, PlayStation Secret Lair, Furby Secret Lair. Holy cow, there's so much. Let me know in the comments what you think if you made it this far. Ow, Umbreon's fighting me. She doesn't like the secret layers, apparently. Okay, Valkyrie aerial unit coming down. So now we at least have a bigger body to go ahead and try and protect for a bit. We are down to 8 though, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for us. An opponent does have a lot that they can do. Ooh, I might leave it in that order, actually. We could Voyage Home into the Lavaspur Boots, and if we get another creature down, well, if we get damage through, I should say. I don't know if opponent's going to block here. I don't think there's a way we can actually win this. I know I've been talking about that, but they've got both of the Monument to Endurance. Good game. If they just discard a card, we lose because we can't block. Yeah, good game. They had a handful of it. Well, let's get into the wrap-up. So this was Stark Artifacts. It wasn't a bad deck. I'm sure that, you know, if you get your Iron Spider a little bit more, it helps out a lot. I did love Merata, though, and Giantcraft Helm is a good one, too. I just couldn't really find them often here. I know I've been seeing this deck a lot, but let me know what you think in the comments. If you play it, do you enjoy it? Is it viable? I wasn't able to really get there consistently. The deck went under 50% for me. But again, let me know. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And first and foremost, last but not least, you are doing everything right today and you matter. Goodbye.